You thought that Nintendo had not yet had their big summer games reveal showcase. And technically, you'd be right. But a bunch of awesome Switch games did just get announced, and I bet you missed some of them. Or most of them, so I gotta fill you in with the biggest, best announcements for Switch that just happened. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hit that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff, and man, this is really nifty. Did you know that one of the best, biggest Switch announcements of this E3, not E3 season, was actually at the Microsoft Xbox Showcase? Yes, it was, and I bet most people don't even know that this super sick game is coming to Switch, so I have made this list of the cream of the crop. And it only includes brand new announcements, brand new games. So yes, Neon White, TMNT, and Hollow Knight Silksong did get cool new trailers. Cue 3 seconds of Hollow Knight Silksong gameplay to wish a 2022 release date into existence. But those games don't count because we already knew about them, no matter how awesome they may be. And obviously Marvel's Midnight Suns does not count because that had a cool trailer where they slashed the Switch logo straight out of it. Do not respect, do not want. But what I do want are these games. Let's get right into it with Melatonin. All right, Melatonin looks really cool. All right, yes, it is a supplement that helps you sleep better, but it also is a game that looks a lot like Rhythm Heaven. Nintendo's rhythm-based series has not yet reappeared on Switch, and I love that franchise. And Melatonin is a very dreamy, cool art style, pink pastel palette game that seems to share a lot of similarities where you're hitting stuff on beat and doing cool actions like, I don't know, swinging a baseball bat, swiping a credit card. It's very Rhythm Heaven, and it's coming to Switch in September of 2022. Nobody's talking about this game. I haven't heard any mention of it, and yet, to me, it looks fantastic. It's one I'm definitely circling, and I miss Rhythm Heaven. Nintendo could get on that. I don't think they will this year, so Melatonin is definitely the stand-in. It has super sweet vibes, but don't get sleepy because this is a game where you must be super alert. If it's anything like Rhythm Heaven, dude, you gotta be on your A game. Speaking of A game, there was a AAA type game announced for Nintendo Switch towards the tail end of the E3 shenanigans. Square Enix had a Final Fantasy VII Spectacular, and they announced Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which is a remaster/remake of the PSP action RPG title featuring Zack. Different Zack, still has cool hair though. And I'm really excited for this one. I just pray it's not a cloud version. They're acting like it's gonna be day and date. There's pre-orders up and it looks and seems and sort of maybe is gonna be a cartridge, but I don't know. The graphics look really nice, and I am wary of any time a big company like this, a third party, tells me that their super sick new game that's hitting next gen is also coming to Switch. So I am concerned, but if it makes it, this is one of the best of the year. This game looks really freaking cool. It was one of the best on the entire platform of PSP, if you remember that console from back in the day, and it'll be a great addition to Nintendo Switch to get a brand new Square game, just hopefully not Cloud. Cue all the Cloud Zack jokes because it's Final Fantasy VII. Now let's talk about that Microsoft game. One of the cooler announcements, albeit a smaller one, smack between Redfall and Starfield, was Cocoon. Now this comes from the lead gameplay designer of Inside and Limbo. Fantastic indie games. And this one is an indie, but it isn't small. It's smaller. All right, this game has Whoville vibes. I half expect the Grinch to pop out at some point as a boss battle. It's all about these orbs and then grabbing the orbs and going inside other orbs. I don't even fully understand the gameplay, but the graphics are beautiful. The aesthetic and the animations, the sound effects all come together like a symphony. And it just looks like it's going to be a fun, explorative puzzler game with a lot of brilliant moments. Because you remember Inside and Limbo, both puzzle games, explorative games, 2D games with a lot of wow moments. This one's going more isometric, top-down, 3D explorative, but I still love everything that's being done here. I have faith in the lead designer, and man, I'm excited that a game that got announced at the Xbox thing is coming to the Switch thing too, and it's next year, which is a bit of a bummer, but hey, Cocoon should hopefully be worth the wait. You can cocoon until it comes out. Now, Microsoft wasn't done bringing us goodies for Switch, and the next is in the form of Minecraft Legends. This game was rumored to be an RTS, but it actually, in practice, looks much more like a Pikmin type game, which is really, really neat. Now, I'd love for Nintendo and Miyamoto to finally unleash Pikmin 4, but in the meantime, you have a game called Tinykin, and you got Minecraft Legends. Tinykin is coming out this year, Minecraft Legends is next year, but after Dungeons did really great job of taking Minecraft in a new, more traditional genre, and it played good on Switch, I am all in on this one. And if it does give sort of Overlord, Pikmin type vibes, I think that would be great. Some sort of hybrid Pikmin RTS sounds fantastic and would be the perfect game to take on the go on your Switch, and you know that those blocks are going to shine on that OLED screen. I'm excited for this one. It's a 2023 release, so we do have some time, but again, I love that these games that we see elsewhere and think, probably not Nintendo, they do the Switch thing and actually show up. Thank you. Now just please come out when you say it's going to come out and don't do a random 6-month delay at the last moment like Dying Light 2, Midnight Suns, and every other major third-party title this year. It's that time. It's that time of the video for the Plucky Squire. I bet you're waiting for this one because I feel like this is an announcement that people did see. Devolver Digital had a wacko showcase once again. Phenomenal lineup called The Lamb, looking hot, coming out in August for Switch, but we knew about that game. We didn't know though about the Plucky Squire. And even 3/4 the way through that trailer, we still didn't really know about the Plucky Squire because the Plucky Squire is like an onion. It has layers and it opens itself up as time progresses, but it does not burn the eyes. It just fills them with joy because this is 2D, 3D, picture book, shooter, exploration, kid's bedroom, Zelda. It looks phenomenal. And it's really borrowing from an idea we saw in Super Mario Odyssey, where Mario would go sort of side-scrolling on the flat surface of some different portions of the levels. And this is kind of taking that idea to the tens, right? It's really incorporating that into all different ways. You're like on a coffee mug, you're in a book. It looks fantastic. And it looks like it's gonna mix up a bunch of different gameplay styles, which I'm here for, and give you a lot of really cool 2D and 3D platforming action. It's not Mario, but man, this might be what Nintendo should have done with the next 2D Mario because it looks sick. And no surprise, it is actually from somebody who had a lot of experience with Nintendo. It's from the Pokemon art director on Sword and Shield. He left Game Freak and now works with the Plucky Squire, making what is one of the most anticipated indies of 2023. It can't get here soon enough. Saved it for last because it's a little gory. Okay, it's a little bit bloody, but it's blood pixels, so I feel okay with it, and I think this game looks really awesome. The Last Faith is claiming to be a Soulsvania, a hybrid of games like Blasphemous and Castlevania, Dark Souls, and Metroid, right? It is bringing together really intense combat, sick moves, a lot of gothic, evil enemies, and then blood. All right, you want a game where you can pull stuff out of the carcasses of dead enemies? You want a game where you can twist off heads and fire hands? I mean, this is the game for you. It's got big bosses and apparently progression like a Metroid, which I think is pretty darn nifty. I'm very excited for this one. I think if they can nail the controls and nail the combat, Metroid, Castlevania, Dark Souls, Blasphemous all together feels nice, and there's a grappling hook. I'm interested when there's a grappling hook. If it's a good grappling hook and the combat feels nice, this is gonna be one to watch out for. And let's end with some good news. It's actually coming out in 2022 instead of 2023 like I think just about everything else. It's this one and it's Melatonin in 2022. We'll be playing these soon. And then of course there's a lot of other stuff shown off at the different showcases like Neon White, TMNT, Cult of Lamb, and Hollow Knight that are also coming to Switch. But again, we've seen those games before. Let me know which of these new 6 you are most excited for in the comments down below. Oh yeah? Persona 5 would have been one of them because Royal did get announced for Xbox and everyone expects it to be announced for Switch. There's even been some strange listings popping up at retailers, but nothing's been confirmed or announced, so it's not technically a part of this video. I bet we find out about Persona hitting Switch at the Direct though. For now, this is my list. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hopefully you found a fun new game to keep tabs on and the Switch is still going strong. Let's go strong into the next video, everyone. Until that time, thanks again for watching. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. SwitchForce out.